So I'm sure you've heard of people buying Chipotle in 4 different installments with buy now, pay later. The thing is, this is nothing new. It all evolved from these neon lit stores that you've all seen, just rebranded with the same predatory playbook. And to understand how we got here, it all started in the 90s. And they knew where to set up. They set up in working class neighborhoods and low income communities, not because they were Robin Hood for people in the hood, but because desperate people make the best repeat customers. And here's how they made money. When you sign up for a payday loan, you borrow against your next paycheck and you pay it back with a small fee on payday. Sounds fair and actually even useful in an emergency scenario, right? Well, except payday loan stores didn't grow by serving one and done emergencies. 3/4 of the revenue came from people who took out 10 or more loans per year. 40% of borrowers took a new loan the same day they paid back the last one, and 24% of them reborrowed within the same week. And at annual percentage rates of 400%, you can see why this business model was actually set up to get desperate people in the door with a lifeline and then sell them on a subscription of debt. And that's how there was more stores than McDonald's at one point, and by the 2010s, the industry became too big to ignore. And so the regulators finally stepped in, or at least that was the idea. In 2010, and combined with the 2008 financial crash, the government created the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, or CFPB, to protect Americans from financial exploitation. And in 2017, the CFPB unveiled new rules to target payday lending. Lenders had to now verify that borrowers could actually repay before issuing a loan, and they'd be limited in how many times they could hit a customer's bank account after a failed payment. But as you can imagine, the industry fought back. Lobbyists sued and Congress tried to push back. And by 2020, under a new administration, the CFPB revoked the key rule about verifying if borrowers could actually repay, and regulation was instead passed down to each individual state. But here's the weird part. Despite regulation, in some states, the industry actually grew. States like Texas without strict rate caps became safe havens. And as payday lending shifted online, all lenders in neighboring states had to do was incorporate in Texas and target borrowers in surrounding states with the same 400% high rates. Today, it's evolved to buy now, pay later and earned wage access apps, which is growing at scale. And it continues to grow because more and more Americans don't have better options. And as long as people are desperate, someone will profit from it. I looked into it all, so click here to watch the full video.